In today's daily health, pregnancy and labor can be exciting, also a little bit of discomfort that comes with those.
Yeah, I can imagine. Your body, it's growing, it's changing in new ways, and it requires extra care and support. Our next guest is here with wellness tips to help ease some of the discomfort that arises during pregnancy. Joining us now is Sara Lyon. She is a doula, childbirth educator, and prenatal massage therapist. She is also the author of You've Got This, Your Guide to Getting Comfortable with Labor. Sara, it's so good to have you here. Let's just jump in because you have so many good tips. Hip pain, that's something a lot of people struggle with. Start with that. Tell us what that is and how you recommend handling it.
Hip pain is part of the pregnancy process. It's just something that, so many of us have experienced it, even just as athletes when we were younger, or even just in our seated jobs day to day. In pregnancy, you have so much pressure, internal pressure. You have the lower back that is hitting the hips just at that pelvic ridge. And so your hip pressure is only going to be increasing up until the point of birth.
Yeah, as you say all that, I'm remembering, I still feel it, and it's been 20 years. A lot of people also have maybe pain when they're walking, standing. Talk about lying down a particular way. You talk about side lying. That can be really helpful in delivery, but also just leading up to it.
Absolutely. Because the baby is positioned in such a way that it can actually impinge some of the veins that go from the heart and start to circulate the blood, your doctors will coach you to sleep on your side for the majority of your pregnancy anyways. Then during labor, it's actually beneficial for the positioning of the baby in order to make sure that the baby gets into optimal position for birth. So side lying, especially if you can put some extra pillows in between your legs, you want the angle of your hips to be 90 degrees or greater. So you want the distance between your knees to be greater than the width of your hips to help with everything, pregnancy and birth.
What's one of the big things that you've learned or you've seen in your practice of this works so well to help this when you're pregnant? It could also work really well to help you if you just have this type of pain in general.
Side lying would be number one. Okay. There are certain massage techniques that we use basically everywhere. There's a specific technique called the double hip squeeze, which is super simple. I taught my husband to do it, even though I'm the massage professional. We do it on every single client, regardless of what they're facing in their lives, pregnant or not pregnant at all, or postpartum.
Okay, and you created this thing called the birth deck. I want to show people. So it's like a set of cards, 50 cards, to help comfort a woman in labor, which I love. You could just go through, we could sit here for hours going through the cards. Talk about some of the things to calm and even mentally to kind of de-stress in that moment.
So there are 50 techniques, and it's broken into 4 categories, mind being one of those categories. The mental obstacles that come with pregnancy, this marathon of pregnancy, labor, again, a marathon of labor, and then really parenting, which is its own marathon unto itself as well. So the mental experience of the exhaustion, the fear, and the anxiety of the labor process can be addressed through positive affirmations in which you might say to somebody, you're doing great, you can do this, and that in itself is going to be beneficial for outcomes.
Sara Lyon, great to have you with us. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Sara.
There's much more news ahead.
Stay with us. I'm Ellison Barber. You're watching NBC News Daily.